Welcome, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto News with the Cryptoverse DAO. To start us off, Voyager Digital files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. This is something we've been following for a little while, all of this insolvency among centralized exchanges, 3AC. We looked at Voyager Digital has filed for bankruptcy. We've taken a look at the contagion that's possible from all of the CEXs that are kind of going under. So let's take a look at Voyager Digital. It filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy and is proposing a recovery plan. Days after pausing trading, withdrawals, and deposits, Voyager Digital is filing for bankruptcy under Chapter 11 in the Southern District Court of New York. The Chapter 11 bankruptcy filing indicates that it is on the hook for anywhere from $1 to $10 billion in assets to more than 100,000 creditors. In a Wednesday statement, Voyager explained that the move is a part of a quote-unquote plan of reorganization. When implemented, the plan would enable clients to re-access their accounts again, and Voyager would return value to customers. This is the actual tweet, direct from the horse's mouth. Stephen Ehrlich says, voluntary financial restructuring process to protect assets on the platform, maximize value for stakeholders, especially customers, and emerge as a stronger company. Voyager will continue operating throughout, is what they say. We strongly believe in the future of the industry, but the prolonged volatility in the crypto markets and the default of Three Arrows Capital require us to take this decisive action. This well-established legal process whereby companies reorganize their financial obligations to emerge as a stronger organization provides an efficient and equitable mechanism to maximize recovery. Our goal is to come out a stronger organization. Yeah, great. CEO speaking, yeah, well spoken. As part of this process, the proposed plan of reorganization would resume account access and return value to customers. Under the plan, subject to change, and requires court approval, customers with crypto in their accounts will receive in exchange a combination of the crypto in their accounts, proceeds from the 3AC recovery, and common shares in the newly reorganized company, as well as Voyager tokens. They're actively, so that's what they meant by they're returning value to the consumers. So they're actively pursuing all available remedies for recovery, including through the court-supervised processes in the British Virgin Islands and in New York. The British Virgin Islands thing was basically a call for bankruptcy filing for Three Arrows Capital. It's important to note that as a part of this announcement, we're confirming that customers with USD deposits in their accounts will receive access to those funds after a reconciliation and fraud prevention process is completed within the with the Metropolitan Commercial Bank. They'll maintain operations the whole time, intending to certain customer programs without. We intend to certain customer programs without disruption. What? We intend to certain. No, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, probably a typo. Trading, deposits, withdrawals, and loyalty rewards on the Voyager platform remain temporarily suspended. Additional questions? There's a number to call. Yeah, boom. This is the sauce on Voyager. They're filing for bankruptcy. But it's not all bleak and end times. They are planning to return value to their consumers, and they're trying to reorganize in the process. Next thing we want to talk about is crypto tax deterring 83% of Indian investors from crypto trading, WazirX reports. 2 consecutive taxes ready to eat away at their holdings. Most Indian investors have seemed to opt for hibernation amid an unforgiving bear market. The implications of what anti-crypto regulations can do to a thriving economy can be seen firsthand unfolding in India. Massive decline in trading volumes across. It's not just India. I mean, the UK is. Let's continue the story. But obviously, it's important to say right now there's an 8-week call to action, call for evidence, that will influence policy reform in terms of crypto regulation in the United Kingdom. There's an email. It's financialproductsbai@hmrc.gov.uk. that you can email if you're a part of an academic institution, a think tank, a financial services firm, a tech services firm. If you're making any moves in the crypto space, this is your chance, if you're in the UK as well, to avoid this type of situation that would push away private investors, that would cause more bearishness and be a hindrance to mass adoption. There is a way to prevent that from happening in the UK, and that time is now, literally. And there's a lot of if we if you go back a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes and you look at the Twitter, I'm pretty sure out of the corner of my eye I glanced on the bottom left, something about Sajid Javid and Rishi Sunak quitting. What is it? It's all drama. Smoke and mirrors, I suppose. Maybe intentional, maybe not, but don't be distracted by it. Go and use democracy. Go let them know. Because if we see strong anti-crypto regulation like we're seeing in India, if that gets pushed through as a result of not enough, not even maximalists, but people who care about mass adoption, and the blockchain technology itself, not just the NFT and crypto bubble, if we don't make a change, this is going to be pushed through. Anti-crypto regulation is going to be pushed through, and then it'll be used as precedent to just continue to uphold those policies. That's what's going to happen. But yeah, sidebar. I apologize for that. A report from WazirX reveals a change in investor sentiment. 1% tax deduction at source on every single crypto transaction. Eventual reduction of 90 to 95% since the country introduced the law that would tax investors 30% on unrealized gains. With 2 consecutive taxes ready to eat away at the holdings, yup, they're going for hibernation. Tough times ahead. Look at this. Indian crypto exchanges trading volumes have plunged by 90 to 95%. Look at this. Based on current CoinDCX, WazirX, ZebPay, they're doing all right. Look at that. And CoinSwitch data not available. Sweet. Yeah, BitBNS seems to be doing well. Exchanges are only able to generate trading fee revenue of about $1,000 to $3,000 as a maximum. Interesting. Prominent Prominent Indian crypto exchanges WazirX and ZebPay surveyed around 9,500 active traders from the region to better understand investor sentiment. Unsurprisingly, the survey revealed that 83% of traders were forced to reduce their trading frequency because of that TDS, the 1% TDS reduction. Another method that... This is the trading sentiment survey. Let's take a look at it. 27% of the respondents sold over 50% of their portfolio before the 1st of April. Well, 57 sold under 10. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right. Selling their holdings before the taxation was signed into law. Yeah, that does make sense to avoid the TDS. Survey results stipulate the need to reform certain conditions to aid the growth of crypto investors in the country, which will result in economic prosperity. Beautiful. The tax regime needs to be balanced to encourage participation and revive trading volumes. With Indian investors eyeing international exchanges to circumvent taxes, the risks associated with trading on non-KYC compliant exchanges with little or no oversight. Yeah, so if you want to avoid the taxation, it comes with the danger of being defrauded. While India's crypto tax policy is a step forward, reconsidering certain aspects will help build a more supportive regulatory... Yeah, this is what it is, man. Like, governments need to... Like, regulation, by definition, is putting rules in place. But as long as the rules don't sway in favor of... Like, as long as the rules are in the favor of the public, you know? That's, I think, kind of like a good guiding light. Good sort of... Yeah. Salman Khan, yeah, man. Gauri, I heard about this. My friend told me about this. Salman Khan, a Bollywood actor. He's like an A-list celebrity from India. The token that he launched plunged 83% in value in a matter of hours. Freaking rug pull, bro. Look at that. Straight up rug. That is... Wow. Depreciation was brushed off. That's a big red candle. The depreciation was brushed off as a market event. But yeah, that's absolutely a rug pull, bro. Investors suspected. Oop, investors suspected a. That is the funniest phraseology, man. While Gari Network brushed off the price depreciation as a market event, investors suspected a rug pull event. Yeah, nice. Snarky. I like that. Who wrote this? Arjit Sarkar. I see you, Arjit. All right. Out of the lot, nearly 2,300 or 24% of the surveyed investors shared their interest in trying out international crypto exchanges to avoid paying TDS during trade cycles, while 29% confirmed to have drastically reduced their trading activities. Absolutely not a market event, bro. I mean, look at this, dude. That's a freaking rug pull. Salman Khan, shame on you, my boy. What is this? That's not all right. Whatever. The next piece of news: Korea and the U.S. Terra. We looked at not extradition, but like preventing people involved from leaving the country. The next step, Seoul police were taking a lot of measures to kind of prosecute these guys for the whole Terra Luna crash, and now America has joined an agreement to kind of share investigation data. The two nations have agreed to share their data in the ongoing crypto-related cases, including Terra. So also, it's not just Terra; it's the ongoing cases. Okay, so all of the hacks, I suppose. Let's find out. South Korean Justice Minister Han Dong-hoon was in New York recently to discuss various ways in which the two nations can cooperate, not cooperate. Jesus Christ, who wrote this? Prashant, man, come on, pattern up. On investigations associated with financial crimes, especially crypto-related crimes. Hoon met with Securities and Commodities Task Force co-chief Andrea M. Griswold at the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York, along with Scott Harmon, chief of the Securities and Commodities Fraud Task Force of the same office on Tuesday. The two sides discussed ways to exchange information. Look at this. A bunch of people in a room talking about stuff. Justice Minister Han Dong-hu on the left, and the Americans on the right. The two sides have reportedly agreed to share the latest investigation data around Terra, a crypto project under investigation in both countries. $40 billion Terra ecosystem crash attracted legal scrutiny from both countries. The U.S. has recently opened a new investigation against Terra co-founder Do Kwon, while the South Korean prosecutors are looking into several charges, including fraud, market manipulation. Okay, so that's what they meant when they said the ongoing cases, including Terra. Fraud, market manipulation. It's all Terraform Labs. Okay, cool. All the shady business with Terraform Labs. Potentially Do Kwon's previous little rug pull that he was talking about as well. The cooperation between... Hey, there we go, that's better. Between the two nations could be the first of many, as crypto-related crimes have become the focus of regulators in recent times. South Korea has emerged as one of the most strict nations when it comes to crypto regulations, ensuring strict KYC and AML guidelines. The Terra saga has prompted Korean lawmakers to form a new crypto oversight committee. This is something that we did cover in a, news episode when this first came out. Yeah, May 31st, we did take a look at this. Yeah, that's the story. So we'll continue to cover, to follow, the story with crypto regulation in South Korea. Right now, the update is that America is joining forces. Joint operation, beautiful. Next piece of news, Binance resumes local currency deposits with Brazilian payment system Pix. Withdrawals should be resumed, quote-unquote, shortly, is what the company said. They've stopped this feature on the 17th of June, and now they've resumed deposits. Beautiful. So Brazilian real withdrawals via Pix are still suspended and should resume shortly, says Binance to CoinDesk in a statement. This suspension of deposits and withdrawals happened after the termination of a partnership with the local payment gateway Capitual, which had operated Binance's deposits and withdrawals via Pix since 2020. Replacing Capitual, Binance is now operating with the Brazilian payments platform Latam Gateway, which uses the bank accounts hosted by BS2, a bank licensed by the Central Bank of Brazil, BC, to access the Pix network. When it severed the relationship, Binance said it would take legal action against Capitual without providing further details. Capitual then said, yo, we're going to sue you, bro, because it had failed to comply. Binance had failed to comply, allegedly, with a BC regulation, a bank like a Brazilian Bank of Brazil, Central Bank of Brazil regulation requiring the exchange to single out user accounts. Interesting. According to a newspaper, Folha de San Paulo, a company that had one of Capitual's founders as a partner, allegedly helped launder money for Glideson Acacio dos Santos, known in Brazil as the Bitcoin Pharaoh, who is under arrest for allegedly leading a criminal organization responsible for promoting Ponzi schemes involving cryptocurrencies. Bro, yeah, as soon as I saw like Brazil, I was like, it's gotta be something shady, man. Not in like but yeah, like, geez, I mean, look at that. On Sunday, the local newspaper Valor Econômico reported that the Sao Paulo Court of Justice blocked 461.6 million Brazilian reals, $86 million, from Capitual's accounts, which would belong to Binance's clients. In a statement, Binance said that Capitual's actions conflict with its values, and assured that it has taken all necessary and appropriate measures in relation to Capitual to protect users and their resources and ensure that they are not adversely affected by the change. Next piece of news we need to look at today, Celsius repaying $183 million on DeFi protocol Maker, gets back collateral. This is what blockchain data has been shown. The troubled crypto lender paid down $183 million of its debt to the decentralized lending protocol Maker, possibly in a bid to recover Bitcoin-linked collateral that would otherwise remain trapped. So Celsius, they halted withdrawals and is reportedly cutting jobs to prevent a liquidity crisis. They've been aggressively repaying debt on one of the largest DeFi protocols that they are involved in, possibly to get back their Bitcoin equivalent tokens, which were posted on the platform as collateral. Since the 1st of July, according to the... That's really interesting, all right. Since the 1st of July, according to the on-chain data, Celsius has paid down $183 million of its collateralized debt. Transactions on Etherscan verify the down payments originated from a wallet linked to Celsius. Beautiful. The debt was repaid in the Maker protocol's native stablecoin, DAI. The transactions resulted in not only the extinguishment of the debt, but the release from Maker of 2,000 wrapped Bitcoin that had been posted as collateral. Wrapped Bitcoin is a token configured for the Ethereum blockchain that represents Bitcoin, the largest cryptocurrency by market cap, and thus one of the most liquid. Celsius still owes about 41 million DAI in loans to Maker, but it has about 22,000 wrapped Bitcoins posted against those loans, so there could be an even bigger potential kicker if the rest of the debt were repaid. So yeah, possibly freeing up collateral BTC that can then be sold on centralized exchanges or via OTC to meet creditor demands and customer withdrawals. Given that the DeFi loans are over-collateralized, it makes sense for them to do this, as the value unlocked from paying back their loans, collateral-less loans, is greater than the value of the loan itself, should they opt to not repay. Celsius's representatives didn't immediately return emails requesting comments on the blockchain data or the transactions. It should be said, isn't it so beautiful that you can go on Etherscan, even if it's just like a fundamental analysis of like a company or something, if they're doing everything on blockchain, there's no barrier to access to that information like there is now with corporate entities, but you know, subject for a different time, I suppose. The beleaguered crypto lender is scrambling to protect and preserve its assets to avoid insolvency after a hit to its finances from the implosion of Terra, and then in June from the failure of 3AC. Celsius suspended withdrawals, cut jobs, regulators have opened investigations into the company, CEL has tumbled 80% this year. Celsius, yeah, probably gonna continue. It's gonna freaking implode probably. Don't take my word for it though. As of May 2022, the firm had lent out more than $8 billion to clients and had $12 billion in assets under management. Yeah, that is the sauce. This is what has been happening this week. Thank you so much for being a part of this. If you're catching this on YouTube, remember to like, comment, subscribe. Check out our link tree in the description below. Figure out how you'd like to engage with us. Hopefully you join the Discord and I get to see you live. And we can, talk about mass adoption together or something. I've been Dharma. Thank you for engaging with the Cryptoverse DAO. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.